How important are donations to the Orange County Red Cross Blood Bank, and what would the lack of donations mean? From student to published author, find out how one student has made a successful transition. And weather has been cold and cloudy the past couple of days. Are we expecting warmer weather? We'll find out.
And we'll be debunking some health myths about sunscreen, the 5-second rule, and drinking water in today's health news. It's going to be a busy night in basketball. The Golden State Warriors are looking to break the 95-96 Bulls record, and the Lakers say goodbye to Kobe Bryant, who ends his 20-year NBA career. Stay tuned for this edition of OC News.
Hello and welcome to OC News. I'm Ashley Pellegrini.
And I'm Lana Garrett. OC News is brought to you by the broadcast journalism students at Cal State Fullerton.
The American Red Cross is holding a blood drive here on campus today and tomorrow. The Red Cross wants to increase awareness about the importance of giving blood and encourages students to donate. Here is Natalie Mongi with more.
We are here in the main quad at Cal State Fullerton, where students can donate blood through the American Red Cross. As you can see behind me, we have the Red Cross truck here today and tomorrow. So is there a more rare blood type that you guys are looking for?
Not really. Everyone who is coming, we can take their blood. So anyway, it's a good win-win. So that's good. So I read that Red Cross, they get out of blood in 48 hours. It's really important for all the students to come out and give their blood. So they save lives. So every person who donates blood, it saves 3 lives.
So is this your first time giving blood?
No, it's not my first time.
How many times have you given blood before?
I think I've given about 30 some odd times now. My brother had leukemia, and my nephews had a ton of surgeries. And so when they were having surgeries, I would always give blood to store it up because it'd be cheaper that way. So now that they're doing better, I just keep giving blood because other people need it.
This blood drive is not only limited to Cal State Fullerton students, anyone can participate. They will be here today and tomorrow. I'm Natalie Mongi with OC News.
The sun is starting to peek out just in time for the weekend. Oscar's here to give us the latest weather update.
Thank you, Ashley. Hey guys, what's up? We are now back to the train to summer. Woohoo! And it's just getting hotter and hotter. So let's take a look at the current weather in Fullerton. We are now at 73 right now as humidity is 51%. The temperature will drop down to 54 and the sun goes down at 7:21. The UV index is 7 out of 10, so don't forget to put some sunscreen when you go out. Let's go ahead and check out our 5 days forecast. So start from tomorrow on Thursday, we still got some cloud, but the highest temperature is 75, but lowest will be 52. Start from Friday, the temperature will stay above 81. As on Friday is 81, Saturday and Sunday is 85. And on Monday is 84. But don't put away your jacket so far yet because during nighttime the temperature will drop back to under 60. On Friday is 54, Saturday is 56, and Sunday and Monday is 57. Because we don't have much cloud in the sky, and now it's time to find out what's the weather be like right now in other places in our country. As you can see, Seattle and Atlanta is under cloud, but right now in our place, LA is totally clear after the cold front passed last weekend. And the temperature right now in San Francisco is 62. In the East Coast, New York is 57, and Miami is in 83. And in the Middle West, New Orleans is 61. New Orleans is 72, and Atlanta is 62. So that's it for today's weather forecast. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Oscar. Coming up, we have health tips that will prepare you for all your outdoor activities.
And Ashley, I hope that you got your Coachella tickets because it's officially festival season. Starting off with Coachella this weekend. Stay tuned.
It's what powers our journey to reach unimaginable heights. It fosters a sense of yearning to create, explore, and soar. It strengthens our will to climb to the top. It's the bedrock of our conviction that nothing's impossible. It transforms us and sets us free to thrive and build lives of purpose. Titan pride is at the heart of who we are.
The rate of skin cancer continues to climb. Find out ways to protect your skin, and what about the 5-second rule when food lands on the floor? You know, is the food still healthy to eat? Here's Riley Escoboza with all the health news. Riley?
Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's health segment. As we heard in the weather, it's going to be a really sunny week, and the sun will be out bright and shiny, which means most people will be headed to the beach looking to cool off and catch up with some rays. While you do need your healthy dose of vitamin D, it's important to be sure that you are protecting your skin from those harmful ultraviolet rays. So here are some sun safety tips to help you get your tan and stay healthy too. First, you should always, let me repeat that, always put sunscreen on all parts of your body, even if it's cloudy out. This includes, but isn't limited to, your arms, back, chest, legs, neck, hands, feet, ears, and your lips. Studies have shown that even on a cloudy day, up to 40% of the sun's ultraviolet radiation still reaches the earth. So, it's important to make sure that you are always protected. The minimum SPF you should be using is SPF 30, which filters out 97% of all incoming UVB rays, as opposed to an SPF 15, which only filters out about 93%. Sunscreen must be applied at least 30 minutes before you go out in the sun so that the ingredients have enough time to bind to most of your skin. Importantly, you have to remember to resupply and reapply. According to dermatologist Lisa Garner, sunscreen expiration dates really do matter. She emphasizes the fact that the active ingredients in sunscreen can deteriorate over time, which means the protection won't be as effective. Even if you go through all the steps to have the new sunscreen with the right SPF and put it on enough time in advance, if you're not reapplying, then you're losing half the battle. Garner says sunscreen should be reapplied every 2 hours for it to stay effective because your skin literally uses up the active ingredients in the lotion over time. And sweating and swimming can cause the sunscreen to wear off even faster. So, for all the active people out there, you should consider reapplying every hour. Finally, don't make the sunscreen do all the work. I know it's nice to be evenly tan, but a sure thing to do is bring a hat and take a break from the shade. We all know that overexposure to sunlight has severely damaging effects on the skin, such as creating wrinkles, freckles, sallowness, elastosis, benign tumors, skin cancer, and more. So please, go out, have fun, and enjoy the sunshine. Just make sure you are prepared and protected. Mythbuster alert! It's time to debunk some of the most common myths about health. First, let's start with the 5-second rule. 5-second rule I'm sure you've heard of is that it's perfectly safe to eat something off the floor as long as it's only there for 5 seconds. Well, unfortunately, this isn't true. Scientists have put commonly cited 5-second rule to the test and found that food that comes into contact with a wood or tile floor does pick up a large amount of bacteria. However, food doesn't pick up many germs when it's dropped on carpet. So, if you're going to drop something and eat it, drop it on the carpet. Second myth is high fructose corn syrup worse for you than regular sugar? According to the Center of Science in the Public Interest, this myth is one of the most urban myths that sounds right but is basically wrong. WebMD states that table sugar, agave, honey, and high fructose corn syrup all contribute calories that our body intakes. So far, research shows that our bodies absorb added sugars like high fructose corn syrup and table sugar in a very similar way. Instead of avoiding one particular kind of sugar, they suggest to try and limit added sugars of any kind, like those in soda, candy, and other sweets. Our third myth is drinking water really going to help you peel off the pounds? As important as water is for your body to function, it won't actually help you lose weight. WebMD states that adding more water to your diet without changing anything else makes no difference in lowering the numbers on your scale. However, it is still important to always stay hydrated. Our fourth and final myth is that too much sugar causes diabetes. If you're a sweet tooth like me and love all things from cakes to cookies, then you may be worried about how your sugar intake is affecting your health. According to WebMD, you don't have to fret about this diet myth. If you have diabetes, eating sugar won't cause you to get the disease. What does raise your diabetes risk is being overweight and inactive. So, do your body a favor, cut back on the empty sugary calories, and get moving. If you're looking to debunk some myths yourself, remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Always check your sources. And finally, keep in mind that there is no true secret to weight loss other than eating right and staying active. Stay healthy, OC. Back to you.
Thank you, Riley. The latest in entertainment brings two big events this weekend as the Jungle Book premieres and festival season kicks off with the Coachella Valley Music Festival. Opening Friday is the long-awaited remake of a Disney classic. The Jungle Book, directed by John Favreau, is a live adaptation following Mowgli, the man-cub. In his journey for self-discovery, he also meets creatures who don't have his best interest at heart. The movie has a star-studded cast, including Bill Murray, Scarlett Johansson, and Christopher Walken, and is expected to bring $70 million over its opening weekend.
Then, Coachella is taking over the desert this weekend as the music festival begins its first of 2 weekends. The 3-day event draws almost 300,000 music lovers together for a wide range of artists. This year's lineup is headlined by the 20-year reunion of Guns N' Roses and includes a stacked-up lineup of artists across all genres. Some highlights include rapper Ice Cube, pop star Ellie Goulding, and indie music darling Grimes. The event is sold out and looks to once again set the summer music festival season off with a bang. Coming up, we have your sports recap covering Cal State Fullerton baseball, Champion League soccer, and Kobe Bryant's last game of his NBA career.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
French fries. Finding best potatoes.
No!
Russet. Fingerling. Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Cal State Fullerton's baseball season is not looking good. The Golden State Warriors are going for the best season of all time record tonight. And Kobe's basketball career ends as well. Here's Miguel Moya with sports.
Hi, and welcome to another week in this beautiful segment we call sports. We have a lot to catch up on, so let's start with Cal State Fullerton's baseball team, who after a 6-game winning streak are now riding a 2-game losing streak going into a 3-game home series against UC Davis. That series starts on Friday at 7 p.m., followed by a 6 p.m. game on Saturday and a 1 p.m. game on Sunday. In soccer news, Atletico Madrid knocked out FC Barcelona with a 2-0 score in today's quarterfinal game. This was definitely a shock for the Champions League, seeing as Barcelona were the reigning champs and were having an unbelievable run until the recent struggles. Now Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, FC Bayern, and Manchester City will set the stage as they move on to the semifinals. In college basketball, the NCAA agreed to an 8-year extension running through 2032 with CBS and Turner Broadcasting. The deal will result in a $1.1 billion payout per season. We are in the second week of the Major League Baseball season, and the Los Angeles Dodgers are now 4-4 after dropping 4 of their last 5 games, including yesterday's home opener against the Arizona D-backs, where they lost 4-2. It's only a small sample size of their season thus far, but this is a change of scenery for a team that swept their 3-game series against the Padres, outscoring them 25-0 to start the season. Well, they look to turn it around against the D-backs tonight. First pitch at 7:10 p.m. The Los Angeles Angels are 4-4 and riding a 3-game win streak as they look to extend their streak and finish a 3-game sweep against their division rivals, the Oakland A's, in today's game. Around the MLB, the Baltimore Orioles are the only undefeated team as of now with a record of 7-0, and they'll try to keep their hot streak going against the Boston Red Sox today. The Atlanta Braves and the Minnesota Twins are both 0-7 and are looking to get their first wins today as the Braves take on the Washington Nationals and the Twins take on the Chicago White Sox. More bad news for the Braves as their outfielder Hector Olivera was arrested after being accused of assault of a woman in Arlington, Virginia, Wednesday morning. Olivera was taken into police custody and was also placed on administrative leave by Major League Baseball as of Wednesday. The outfielder signed a 6-year, $62.5 million deal with the Dodgers last year before being traded to the Braves midseason. The outfielder will continue to make his $4 million in salary while on leave, and the investigation will be ongoing. Let's move on to the NBA, where there's so many headlines to choose from, yet we haven't reached the playoffs yet. So let's make this easy on us and start with the proposal to put advertisements on team jerseys. The proposal is for the 2017-2018 season and is expected to be approved by owners. The ads won't be as front and center as most soccer jerseys, seeing as they plan to only have the ads on the left shoulder. On to one of the most talked about teams this season. The Golden State Warriors are at home against the Memphis Grizzlies tonight, going for win number 73. Again, this win would give the Warriors the best season record of all time, so even though they've already clinched the number 1 seed in the West, they'll have a little bit to play for in today's game. On to the biggest topic of the day, week, even entire season for some in the NBA, and that's the retirement of Kobe Bryant. Yes, the former number 8 and current number 24 on the Los Angeles Lakers will be playing his final game in his 20-year career tonight against the Utah Jazz at 7:30 p.m. at Staples Center. Kobe's played like vintage Mamba in some of his recent games, and you know he'll be putting it out there on the line one last time. The Jazz will try their hardest to rain on Kobe's parade, seeing as this is a must-win game for the team because they are tied for the final spot in the playoffs with the Houston Rockets. The Rockets play the Sacramento Kings tonight at 7 p.m., but let's get back to Kobe, who's had a career unlike no other. Drafted 13th overall in the 1996 NBA draft out of high school, 5-time NBA champion, 2-time Finals MVP, 2008 MVP, 18-time All-Star, 4-time All-Star MVP, Los Angeles Lakers all-time leading scorer. The list goes on and on, almost as long as his entire career. It's quite a resume. It's one that can even make the last game for a team who's only won 15 this season a meaningful one. It's one that can make us forget about 2 teams fighting for a final playoff spot in the last game of the season. It's one that might even take away attention from a team making history. Whatever mass amounts of attention Kobe draws, it will most likely be suitable for the future Hall of Famer. Last day in the NBA, and it's a big one. So make sure to tune in and enjoy the show. And if you're feeling sad about the end of the season, don't worry, because the playoffs start this Sunday. That's it. It's done. No more sports to talk about. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Miguel. And here's what Cal State Fullerton students think about spending $1,000 for Lakers tickets to watch Kobe's final game of his career.
Today is Mamba Day as Kobe Bryant is preparing to play his final basketball game in the NBA. Ticket prices continue to rise for the final game to see him in person. I wanted to catch up with students and talk about Kobe Bryant's career and the ticket prices.
Man, this is history, man. Everybody's going to miss him, you know what I'm saying? He was one of the greatest, you know what I'm saying, to step foot on that floor, you know what I'm saying? Watched him growing up. He was very amazing. I respect the work ethic. We really going to miss him, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's a Black Mamba, so you've got to rip the Black Mamba. I think it's definitely worth it.
I do think the tickets should be less expensive considering the Lakers aren't in the playoffs or the kind of season they've had.
Oh, I absolutely hate Kobe Bryant. I feel he's just washed up old talent that needs to retire already.
I don't care whatsoever.
I think it's way too much just because people can't have that kind of money just to blow on like nosebleeds for $1,000.
2.5 hours for $1,000? No.
Pay for that? Definitely. Do it. Yeah. Whoever did it, whoever's going to do it, do it.
If you don't want to pay the high ticket prices for the Lakers' last game of the season, and specifically Kobe Bryant's last NBA game, you can always catch the game on ESPN2 at 7:30 tonight. I'm Jonathan Tribuco for OC News.
Thanks so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
If you'd like to stay connected, you can follow us on OC News on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter under the OC News handle.
We'll see you next week here on OC News.